co-founders and chief operating officer for the Stafford Boxing Club Incorporated, our nonprofit organization, which is a yearly mentoring program for at-risk youth in the community.
So we will be able to teach financial literacy, communication, discipline, decision making, as well as campaigning for a premium education.
These are the foundation for the Stafford Boxing Club, these 20 mentees in our program here at Panola Way Elementary School. 20 years from now, Stafford Boxing mentees will be known across the world.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Glad to have you all here. I'm Lady Stafford. As always, nothing changes.
I'm Big Stafford. You know what it is. Stafford Boxing.
The making of champions.
Man. Ooh. Man. Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. What's going on?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling today? We appreciate you tuning in for the Stafford Boxing Report.
Always.
For real, on talkingfight.com. We doing big things. We worldwide. Like, share, and subscribe, man. We need y'all to support, so we greatly appreciate if you will like, share, and subscribe to the Stafford Boxing Report. And we just appreciate you guys just tuning in. We got a great show for you today. I'm going to turn it over to the host because, like I say, I'm the co-host.
So before we get into everything, we always want to talk about what's going on. So what's going on is it's two young ladies that are in what you call the reality show Baddies West. Mm-hmm. And I do believe that Natalie Nunn is the head over Baddies West, but I also believe that Blueface and Christian Rock are a part of it as well. So there's a young lady named Tommy. She used to be in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So they just had a fight recently, and I believe Floyd Mayweather was a part of it because Natalie Nunn, Tommy, and Floyd, they were all inside of a ring. They may have been at one of his gyms, and they were just talking mess, like what they were going to do to each other. And both of them have been on other reality shows as well. So they just had a fight recently. And surprisingly, I'm not even going to lie, surprisingly, Natalie Nunn won. I really didn't think she was going to win because Tommy is about that life. And I'm not saying that Natalie Nunn isn't about that life, but Tommy is really about that life. And she's older now. So Natalie Nunn kind of put her paws on her and she won that fight. So that was real interesting too, but it wasn't surprising because that they would even do anything like this, because that's all that they really do anyways, fight on their reality TV shows. But it's difference between, like I said, street fighting or fighting on a reality show and then boxing. So I believe that's probably why Tommy may have had a hard time being able to switch that over. So that happened. So that was very interesting. And then the Jake Paul and Fury fight. And I watched that fight. I have to be honest. Jake, no disrespect.
Bro, you
wasn't in shape like you normally would be in shape.
You may have trained, but
I don't think you really put all that effort in, because you can tell. And we know that you had fought an MMA fighter and then you fought a basketball player. So the word is you really have not fought anybody who's a true boxer until you met with Fury. So,
but they had some bad things to say about Fury. Like, his record is not really quote unquote credible, but people gonna say.
But they're gonna say anyway. But they both did good. Jake, he did do good. The only thing with Jake was a lot of his punches was not connecting.
I just think his whole timing was
off. Then the ones that did connect, I'm not saying that all of them were like that, but some of your punches and your jabs that you were throwing, it comes off like it was like this. and then he was doing some swinging and he was missing.
He was kind of wild in that ring.
Yeah, this one he was wild, but he did kind of knock Fury off balance, and he did touch the canvas.
Yeah, but what I will say that Jake Paul is doing is that he's putting people in them seats.
Yeah, he really is. He's a great marketer.
That's one thing that I'm gonna give that man his props.
We've always said that.
Like
he's
far
a great
as
marketer.
far as getting people in them seats, because as a promoter,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about. Are you gonna give people a product where they can be proud of and pay the money and also sit in those seats? Because if you don't have people to sit in those seats,
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're gonna lose money. But I think that he's done a remarkable job.
Mm-hmm. I do like Jake. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I liked him when I first saw him. When he first came out with when Vines.
Yeah.
And it was another one. Was it Vines and something else?
Yeah.
And and it was like I said this before. I said he always comes in on time.
On time. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, Sheila. I think Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they injected a like an energized battery into the sport of boxing.
I believe that.
Because at once it was kind of like fade down. Then that's when the MMA start taking off, etc. And no disrespect to MMA because Dana White, he's doing a remarkable job with that. You know what I'm saying?
He's always giving the fights.
He's always, and you know, that's the thing that I just don't understand about the boxing industry. It's like, man, how come y'all guys don't give us the fights that we want to see? We want to see the fights that people want to see, that the fans. And so if it's all about catering to the fans, like, okay, Ryan Garcia and
that's happening in Las Vegas, April 22nd.
Yeah, now that's happening. But then the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight didn't happen. That's something that, so it's like now they had to do alternate fights to compensate for that fight, man. And it was something that I was listening to one of these boxing podcasts. I can't remember his name. What's Buddy's name? I see his feeds all the time.
Are you talking about
the light-skinned brother? Man, I can't remember his name.
I don't know who you're talking about.
But he is very good when it comes to commentating about the boxing industry. So one of the things that he said, and when he said it, it made me think about it. He was like, Adrian Bronner fought the real fights, bro. He wasn't like he fought Pacquiao. He fought what's his name? Man, I can't remember his name. Anyway, if Adrian Bronner didn't fight those 4 fights, he could have easily be undefeated. So I had to give Adrian Bronner some props, man, because he wasn't ducking. He was fighting them. What's his Money?
But do you always think? Well, not do you always think, but do you think that a lot of the times it's the boxers that don't want to fight, or do you think it could be the promoters because they think that their fighter might lose those belts, so then they don't have anything?
It could be both, but one thing that I'm noticed and I've read, and I'm still growing in the boxing industry, is that some of the best fighters like Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, the late Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, who else was some like
they fought
like they fought
who
like
they
you know what I'm saying?
Wanted to fight. They fought.
George Foreman. I mean, all these Larry Holmes, Evander Holyfield, like all these Lennox Lewis, all these fighters, they was fighting like what people wanted to see. And it's like this younger generation, bro, this new era, like a man named Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer talking about, man, y'all ducking, bro. Y'all don't really want to fight, bro. Y'all want Instagram likes and you want to be all, you know what I'm saying, get the blue check by your name and all this other type stuff. You feel what I'm saying? You're not really in it for the love. You in it for the money. And that's great because as a boxer, you fight not only for the belts, but you fighting for financial financial rewards for your hard work and dedication to the sport. I get it. But man, come on, bro. We need to have these fights, bro, that we can be like, oh yeah. So Devin Haney, need to fight. What's his name?
I think they're fighting Chenko, right?
I don't. Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
That's the fight
They
I
were
want to
talking
see.
about that.
You see what I'm saying?
They
Like that's
were
a fight. You
talking
feel what I'm
about
saying? Like, you know, what makes the fight interesting and what makes the boxing
That would
industry,
be real
it's
interesting.
like, you know what, all these cats willing to put they belts on the line, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because even if you lose a fight, if people see that the fight was entertaining, run it back.
Yeah, that's what Jake Paul said. They
Run
have
it
a
back.
rematch clause, and he's already activated that
Yeah,
already.
run it back. And see, I think also with Jake Paul, he needed to be humble.
I was gonna say that, and that's what was in my spirit
I'm telling
today.
you, man,
He did.
Yeah, he needed to be humble. And I
he
think
even said that he's humble.
I think also he needs to really, and I'm not saying that he hasn't dedicated himself to the sport of boxing, but he need to go to another level.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be like, yo, man, I know that you doing all these other business adventures and all this other type stuff, but bruh, you need to be focused on this boxing, bro, because to be honest with you, Jake Paul, now from the promotion standpoint, Jake Paul, you done great. But as a boxer, bruh, cap, bruh. It was cap, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Bruh, I'm one of your fans, but I got to call, like I said, I was disappointed in you, bruh.
I was too.
I don't know, bruh. It seemed like, bruh, I don't know, bruh. You just didn't come out with the energy. You didn't come out, you know.
They kept on clinching.
You know what I'm saying?
Him and Fury just kept on clinching each other because they were trying to like reset and keep the distance, and each one of them lost a point. I think he lost a point. I think in the 5th round, Jake Paul, and I think in the 6th round, Fury lost a point, and at that time it had evened out.
Yeah, man. This is like, look, bro. Boxing is a combat sport. If you consider yourself as a prize fighter, then you need to give the fans what they want. Now, you give them in terms of the marketing leading up to the fight, bro. You A1. I give you that, bro. And then you got your prime drink that you and your brother
and I've been sending Logan Paul and Jake Paul our videos.
But that's okay. If you don't respond to us, we cool. But at the end of the day, we're gonna continue to support you guys because you guys are doing a remarkable job and y'all are bringing a jolt of energy to the sport of boxing, and I respect that to the utmost. No cap.
Shout out to Amanda. She's having a fight with Katie Taylor in Dublin, Ireland on May the 20th, 23. And I know Amanda's going to be ready.
I was just about to say that.
She's always ready.
And these women, now, y'all men, y'all need to step y'all game up,
Amanda should be number 1, and I'm not saying that. When I do my research, they always have Shields as number 1, Katie as number 2, and then Amanda 3. No, because I think Amanda has actually fought more fights than Katie and Shields, and her being able to either drop weight, gain weight, she makes it seem so easy. So she really needs to be number 1.
She really do. And
it's a shame that people slip on Amanda. Do not slip on this young lady. You know, that would be a good fight too. Shields and Amanda.
It would be. It would. Wow. Now that would be a great one, Sheila. I like that, Sheila. I really do like that. You know what? Flipping the script real quick before we get into what we're gonna get into. Mm-hmm. Man, you know, like maybe like we was driving and we were talking about this.
Are you talking about the pants?
Nah, I was about to talk about how when you don't work for something, you don't value it.
Oh yeah.
You don't respect it. And so like I see like when, you know, some of these successful business people and they kind of second guess giving back to the community because they feel like when they give back to the community, they don't appreciate it. They don't value it. The resources, you just tear it up, you know, and it's kind of like and I don't want to use that word, but like that welfare mentality, bro. It's like if you don't, if you haven't put no sweat equity into something, you don't value it, man. And that's something that I really want to talk to our kids in our program. It's like they not really just like what's his name? The one that we said can't come this week. Him.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Like he just kind of
he has like a nonchalant attitude. It's like he's just giving up.
And he didn't.
He's on timeout.
Yeah, he on timeout. And you know, I spoke to his mother. His mother was like, her and her boyfriend about to break up. And see, that's the thing, man, about this issue that I'm seeing in our community. So you got a lot of boyfriend and girlfriend playing husband and wife. And so when the relationship don't work out, then they split. And then you have a lot of single mothers who then moved on, have multiple kids, and then the guy come in, and then it don't work out between the mother, and now the kids got attached, and then it's like I don't care no more. So that's what's going on in our community, and we really, 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 really need to address that, because I see a big problem that's on the horizon. And it's like, man, how are we going to come together if the family structure is just not in order? And baby, you remember we was talking about this because you said that someone reached out to Google about how.
Oh yeah, about not having the emojis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on Facebook they don't have the Black family emojis, and then you can also Google it, but they don't have Black families. They don't have a man, a woman, and then the daughter and the son. They don't have Black. So I didn't even want to read it. Apple had made up some type of excuse why they don't have the Black family emoji, and they've never corrected it.
No.
And you know what? And I want to say something about that too. We all want to fight on BS, something that's not going to go anywhere and is just temporary. But we don't fight for a cause that's going to benefit the community, benefit the youth, benefit the families, benefit the businesses. It's like we're lost. We'll be quick. Now the mother and all people will be quick to get on TikTok, have their young children in diapers, listening to grown folks music with curse words. Oh, there was one song on there that they have on TikTok. It's they do like the little dance like this, and it talks about the baby father beating on her.
Yeah, y'all, man.
And they have the kids dance, and they have the women dance to it.
The psychological mindset that's happening in front of us, bro. And like, we need new leadership in this country, bro, because like the values and morals that was sacred, it's like it's going in a whole different direction. And so what's wrong is right, what's right is wrong. But I'm gonna tell you this straight up, that is no cappuccino, and I ain't tripping. No, I'm talking back. I'm standing up for what I believe is right, man. Whether I'm persecuted, whether I'm talked down about, I don't care, because you got to be willing to make a stand for something, man. Like I don't understand, bro. It's sad. So I'm looking like 15, 20 years from now, bro. It's like, I'm very concerned about our race. I really am, because we have not, in terms of population, we have not grown. We just kind of flat. You know what I mean? So if we're not having kids, then the population is not going to grow.
Have kids once you're married. Well, you don't have to have them right away. Enjoy each other first. Do whatever it is you want to do, and then go ahead and just have kids. But when you're married, there is no. Well, people say separation. I'm gonna say this one more time. People say, well, if you're separated, you can do whatever you want to do. No, you can't do it. Even if you're living in another country, another state, another house, or you're living in the house and you're in another bedroom. Marriage is you're connected unless you decide to get a divorce. But it's just we're just backwards. Women don't want to get married anymore.
Nah.
They just want to have babies because they think if they have someone's baby, then that's a bag that's secured.
And then I saw this one little clip where uh, they were on a podcast show. It was a bunch of ladies, and it was a few guys. And so the guy was telling the girl about a high value man that he really wouldn't want to be with a woman who has kids because he figured, like, you know what, I want to invest in my own. And so when the guy told her that, the girl got upset because
she cried and walked out.
Yeah.
I mean, but can we just be
reality,
bro? It's true.
Real, you know what I mean? So like, you young ladies, when y'all open your legs and you allow these men to come in and then y'all end up having a baby together, I mean, it has to be more than a feeling, because that experience can change your life for the better or for the worse. And you want men to respect you.
But you got to give them something to respect.
Yeah, if you just giving up, like it's just a whole lot of foolishness going on.
It's this easy. You could just go like easy, this, bro. And it's like a snap of a finger. It's no more dating and getting to know you and going out on some dates.
I'm telling you right now, y'all done lost y'all rabbit mind, man.
They just walk up to somebody and be like, okay.
Straight up. I'm telling you, marriage is a beautiful thing, bro. I'm telling you.
It can be difficult and it's challenges sometimes, but in life there's going to be challenges.
I'm speaking for myself, and I'm telling you that I enjoy my marriage to Sheila. And the reason why I enjoy my marriage with Sheila is because, like,
I think I don't make it hard.
I don't make it hard.
I think that's what it is. It's number one, I had to change.
I had to change.
And I wanted to change. So those I think are the two key factors is change. I wanted to, and I really worked, and I'm still working on my change. The other thing is I don't stress you out. No. Because why would I want my husband to be like, damn, I don't even want to come home. I want him, even though he's busy, and he'll be getting even more busier soon, I want him every now and then just to be like, damn, I wonder what my wife is doing. And then he'll be like, okay, I got to go to this meeting or carry on with what I have to do. Oh, I can't wait to get home. I mean, that's a good feeling.
It's a great feeling. But the thing that I love about my marriage, my situation, is that me and Sheila, when we got together, it's like God broke us down together. And then slowly but surely, he's building us up and as one. And everything that we're doing it as one. We doing it together. So when I'm out and about, like if I go to the grocery store where people know Sheila and I, and if they just see me by myself, they'll say, where your wife at? If I'm at the gym, they'll be like, where your wife at? And what I've noticed is that when I go into businesses or business establishments, and I'm with my wife and we talking about business together, I see a lot of these single women, they be hating, man.
They don't like it.
They don't like that. But I don't care though, because I told my wife, I said, baby, listen,
I'll stay silent. I'll take that.
But at first you were talking about, well, maybe I just stay in the background.
Because and the reason why I said that was because I was willing to put my feelings, which means absolutely nothing, my ego, my pride aside for the big picture, which is for the kids in our organization.
But at the same time, that's compromising. And I don't want to compromise because we came into this thing together. And so if we can't get blessed together, if people don't want to assist us because of, you know what I'm saying, we together, then maybe that may not be the door that God wants us to walk through. Because the doors that we walk through, we have to walk through together because we doing this together. And like, if I'm not around my wife, I'll be like, man, I'm missing my wife. Let me, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be away from her too long. That's just me. I can't speak on nobody else. I'm accustomed to doing everything with my wife. I'm so grateful and I'm appreciative for the opportunity to grow together. When I say we've been broken down, I'm talking about to the bare bones. But slowly but surely, it's like God building us up. And just like, for instance, the podcast show. Like, to be honest with you, at first it was Sheila, and then Sheila was like, "Won't you come on?" I was like, "Nah, baby, you do your thing." You know what I'm saying? This, you know what I mean? You represent these women out here in the boxing industry, and it's not a lot of you having a podcast show. But then she was like, "Baby, you need to come on because your energy and who you are is gonna add on to it." And I was like, "Baby, I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, block your shine." You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know how as being a black man, sometimes it can hinder me from getting into different platforms and different arenas and meeting certain people because I'm a very confident African American man, but my confidence comes from the Word of God, and I'm not apologetic about that. I am very humble. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm just a cool guy, bro. I'm level headed. I serve. I love helping people, etc. But the Word of God gives me a certain level of confidence to be able to look at life adversities and attack them and still walk with my head up high. I mean, the word says, "Be renewed by the transforming of your mind by reading the Word of God." So that's what I do. I don't know what everybody else do. I just know what works for me, and this has been successful for me, and it's been successful for Sheila because Sheila's not the same Sheila that I once met 14 years ago. She's a totally different
Even
person.
before you met me.
And she is like, I'm talking about.
I'm surprised everybody from my high school. I know I did, because in my high school they ain't think I was gonna be about.
She was off the
nothing.
chain.
They were like, "Oh, she ain't gonna be."
However,
but you didn't know what I was going through,
and
either.
You didn't know the plan of God for your life,
and that is true too.
And
so surprise!
The covering of her husband. See, when a man covers his wife, he not only covered her financially, emotionally, but he also covered her spiritually because the woman inherits the spirit that's in the man. And in my spirit is the spirit of God. For real.
Yeah. And family too.
Family too. Like,
oh, and by the way, I can cook gravy. I don't really cook gravy because that puts weight on you. But I've since the whole time we've been married, I've only cooked fixed gravy twice, and it came out real good too.
Yeah, but I remember when we
That's
first
a cryptic
got together.
message to somebody.
Yeah, I remember when we first got together.
Oh
man.
yeah, we both had gained.
Boy,
some
Sheila
weight.
had me looking so big. It was hard. It was, man, it was so tough.
Because that's all I knew.
I started getting man boobs.
That is like that's TMI.
It is
that
what
is
it
like
is,
really
man.
too much information.
So then I was like,
because
man, I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, man, who is this person? I was like, who is this person?
He was eating good because that's all I knew. Because my grandmother cooked, my aunties cooked, my whole family was old school. My mom, she cooked every day. I cook every day.
Yeah, but now you cook.
I cook 7 days a week.
For real.
And you've been eating breakfast and lunch.
And dinner.
And dinner.
But it's healthy food.
Yeah,
it's light.
I bake.
Like we bake a lot. And we've been eating a lot of turkey.
Yeah.
And
chicken.
Ooh,
I want to get some salmon.
Sometimes we eat a lot of meat, but I mean, we don't eat that much red meat.
No. But every now and then we do if I want something different.
Baby, last night, I must tell you that squash and
I made a mistake with the chicken. I shouldn't have kept the chicken in the oven. I
still ate it, though.
I should have taken it out. So that's just a lesson learned. I'm going to make mistakes every now and then.
I wasn't complaining. My wife done cooked me some meat.
Shut up.
For real.
Oh, I wanted to send my condolences to Krishan Rock. She had a miscarriage. I'm sorry to hear about that. I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, okay.
I had to say that because I feel bad for her. So let's talk about nutrition. And I even wrote down some ideas that anybody, well, boxers or anybody, so if you all have a pen and paper, you all might want to write this down. I have a little menu, right? So boxers, let's just talk about boxers, athletes, okay? So we want them to have carbs, healthy fats, and lean meats. So the carbs is what's going to help with the energy, of course. And the lean proteins repair and build the torn muscles. Because when you're going through rigorous training, your muscles are going to be torn. So, of course, they need to be repaired and repaired quickly, too. And then our healthy fats, which aid in the recovery of all of your training. So, let's get down to it. So you can actually take it from my plate as well because you have the half and then you have the 2 1/4. So you have the 1/2 on this side where you have the veggies and you have the fruits. And then on the other side, you definitely want to have your whole grains. So if you want to go on myplate.com and then you want to have protein. But what I've also been learning is even when you're drinking water, if you are eating foods that have protein in it, or if you are drinking a protein shake, you just don't want to gulp it down because your body's it's almost like your body is only going to be picking or receiving that a certain amount of protein. Even when you drink water, what I used to do is I used to just gulp it, just thinking that it's just going to take in all of that water. And of course, it's not going to do it. You do want to drink 8 cups of water, or if you need to drink some water and then electrolytes too, because you're going to need that. I know I need it because sometimes I might feel a little dizzy when I'm working out. And what is it? The post that you have has it in there that we take?
Yeah, carbs and electrolytes.
So what I did was I wrote down like a little menu. So write this down. So for breakfast, you can have scrambled eggs. Depending on what you're doing, whether if you're a boxer, you're an athlete, you're a bodybuilder, or if you're just somebody who's working out because you want to stay fit and healthy, I would just suggest that you pick how many eggs. But for bodybuilders or boxers, they can eat like 6 to 8 eggs, even 6 to 8 boiled eggs.
Yeah, but eggs are expensive now. So
I know, right?
So if you're able to buy some eggs now, boy, you got some money.
I know that's right.
For real.
But I can't see eating the boiled eggs like that.
I'm talking about.
I just can't do it. 2 pieces of toast and eating an apple. For lunch, you can have chicken thigh and jasmine rice and an avocado.
Sound good.
You can have canned tuna bread, which you can have 2 slices, a lettuce with tomato. So that's your breakfast and that's your lunch. And that's actually the canned tuna, the bread, and the lettuce and tomato. If you're training, that is really added on to your pre-training. So it's like you got to eat a lot. Because a lot of people, like The Rock, he's what, 5 or 6?
Yeah, he be eating a lot. Bro.
6 meals.
But he got that money though.
Yeah, he eats like 5 or 6 meals.
And he eat good too.
But we eat 3 meals.
Yeah, but The Rock eat good though, Sheila. You feel me? He eat good. He eat good. So I think a lot of times, Sheila, when I go to the gym and I see these boxers and I see these athletes be they training for football, basketball, baseball, I don't really think, particularly in our community, I don't think we eat right. I really, no. I mean, like, they do put the work in.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, the nutritional part is important. Like what you put in your body,
and it can be expensive too, and probably
nowadays
too.
It's a sacrifice. So it's
lot
like
of people might not be able to.
Yeah, but they can afford the shoes.
Oh, like when they be wearing the Jordans.
Oh man, instead of spending that money on them Jordans, you can save that money. It's like, okay, I'm gonna buy a bulk of this, a bulk of that, put it in the closet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And make a sacrifice. I just don't think that, as far as priority wise. Now I know when you playing basketball now, at this age when I play, I know that I have to have some premium basketball shoes. I get that, but excessive things like
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the club. We about to get some bottles,
Oh
and
no,
it's
you're
like
supposed to limit alcohol consumption
yeah,
anyway.
and then also I don't think they drinking the right type of water.
Oh well, we're going to discuss that
Okay, but
on Monday,
I
so
bet
don't even say
I ain't gonna
anything.
say nothing.
No, we'll discuss that on Monday too. But yeah, and I get it because before we got together,
Yeah.
I used to drink coffee. Now I went to Starbucks a few times, and then I didn't really like Starbucks. But I used to go every morning to like Quick Trip or the gas station down the street.
Sugar diabetes.
But then check this out. But then before I met you, I was listening to something and they were saying, well, make sacrifices because the money that you spend on a certain item, whether it's a food, a beverage, or clothes, you can save. And that's when I act, because you see, I don't even drink coffee. Maybe once a year, but I stopped. But I stopped that.
I don't drink coffee.
I stopped doing certain things just to have that extra money. So
not only that though, but being careful of what you put in your body, like that coffee, all these soda drinks. We really don't even drink like Gatorade or anything.
No,
like that.
We have like 3 bottles or 4 bottles of water on the side of our bed.
Man, I'm talking about, bro, we be getting.
You just be like,
I'm talking about gallons, gallons, and gallons and gallons.
It just makes it easy though.
But Walmart got some good water that you can fill up for the low. I think it's like to refill it's like
30. If to refill is 39 cents, but if you buy,
it's $1.
Yeah, actually I think it's $1.39
plus.
Yeah, plus tax.
No, plus to fill it up.
Yeah, now they have
the jug.
They have the jug, so if you get the gallon and you fill it up, it's going to be $1.39. If you have your own gallon bottles, it's refill of 39 cents. But then they have like those big, what is it called, the 5-gallon ones? But I don't know how much those are. But that water from Walmart, he's right. That Walmart is fresh. It doesn't have like an aftertaste to it.
It's light.
And you actually want to drink the water. Yeah, I'm thirsty. I forgot to bring my water. So let me show
Shout out to Walmart because Walmart is one of our sponsors for the Stafford Boxing Club. So,
thank you so much.
Man, we appreciate Walmart for real.
Thank you. So I wrote down some snacks too, so you all might want to write these down. This can be for anybody, whether it's a pre-fight snack or just a snack, if whatever it is that you're doing, or even if you're not working out right now, you can just have these at your desk at home. So we have bananas, apples, pears, oranges, diced pineapple. You can also have some nut butter. We eat sweet potatoes because I do make the sweet potatoes.
And I eat the skin and everything, bro.
I don't eat the skin. I don't know why I don't, but I clean it real good. And oatmeal, a half a banana, and a granola bar.
Now I make the good
granola smoothie.
I make the good oatmeal though.
Yeah, he can make good oatmeal and grits.
And grits.
But we haven't had grits in a minute.
But like cream of wheat, and malted meal, and oatmeal, I make the best. It's good. You know what I mean? So I do cook, but not like her. But she cooks all the time.
And for dinner, also, you can have dirty rice with beef, veggies, and stir fry. And I'll write this down. This is some free information. I was putting on.
Man.
I put after reading what I had to read and relearning about the macros and the micros. Then I said, you know what? Let me just start writing some stuff down of what I've been reading and what I've been researching. So I hope you all take this to heart.
And we drink a protein shake every night. For real.
And for lunch, you can have a green salad with the chicken with no skin.
Yeah, so man, my wife got me looking.
Some light dressing. If you have to have the dressing, there's some light dressing that you can have.
Boy, I'm finna get somebody some buckets today. Oh yeah, it's playoff time at the Georgia State Intramural, so I am participating in this year's tournament. So our team is the number 2 ranked team in the tournament. So we play a team that we beat like by 30. But it ain't gonna be easy though, and I'm not taking them lightly because they were very upset the way they got beat by us. So I'm
Was
gonna do
that the
my
time
part.
when the guy took off his shirt, or was that last week when he took off? No, that was last week when he took off his shirt.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let me tell you what happened, man. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. So it was this young dude. He was like, "Oh man, what you doing out here running?" I ain't even say nothing to him. I looked at him. Man, I locked him up so bad, bro. The only point that he only scored 2 points, and that was because he scored on someone else. But when I had him, look, they called me 12 because I locks people up. 24-hour lockdown. You don't even get no bond messing with me. But I don't play, man. I locked that boy up so bad, man. He took off his jersey, left the bench, went and stood by the door. Am I lying, baby? I'm telling you, man. I do this, man. I do this. All my confrontation come from the basketball court. I lock people up, man. I got this defensive skill set from Coach Hartley at Westbury High School Rim Rattlers, man. If you was part of that era, you know what I'm talking about. My boy Dilly, God bless Mike Ingram, that boy James Beasley, Arnett, Lloyd Wiles, man, that boy Lloyd.
Oh, I'm glad you said James, because James, right?
Mhm.
We sent him.
Oh
he
yeah,
bought the
yeah. James, he shot with your boy. You feel me? Boy bought. Now he brought 4 hoodies. 4 hoodies.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? 4 hoodies, and he paid the price. The premium price. He understand that the Stafford Boxing is a premium brand. You know what I'm saying? I told him the price. I said, "Hey, bro, it's $125 for the hoodie, bro."
Hold this. Let me show my book bag.
Oh yeah, quick. She want to show this.
Yeah, and I got the blue one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry.
Ooh. Babe,
That's
hold up.
that.
Hold up.
Then,
Turn them around. Turn them around. See that?
And that right
See
there.
that Stafford Boxing, the making of champions. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah. So hold up, baby. Hold up. Since you pulled yours out, let me go ahead and pull mine out. Let me go.
He got the black one. I had to have the blue because I'm blue.
Georgia State blue. You feel what I'm saying?
You have to pull it up.
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. You see how it look? Premium. Yeah. Yeah. You see what going on, my boy? You see it all in your face. Yeah. 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 You see it? Yes, sir. Man, we pushing P around here, man. Premium. Yeah, premium. Yes, sir.
I love mine.
Yeah, I don't even want to put I don't even put mine on the floor.
So let's finish up. So health and wellness is also a part of the nutrition, because we're also dealing with our mental health as well. So stress reduction, habit formation, just making sure that you're trying your hardest of speaking the positive affirmations to yourself.
Affirmations?
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
Every day. And then the personal wellness, which is your work-life balance and prioritizing self-care and time management, which goes all into that. The nutrition, because you can do your meal plannings if you have the time. And I think that's good too.
And you will save a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Believe that. And I ain't gonna lie, my wife, she gets up, she cooks.
I cook breakfast and dinner together to get it out the way.
Yeah.
And then if we have something, if I didn't forget, I made tuna fish, and then the bread that we eat
delicious
is good. It's actually good for you.
Delicious. Shout out to Killer Dave bread. It's premium. It costs, but bruh, it is man, it is the best bread on the market. That's just our humble opinion. Killer Dave's bread is the best. It is, and we do the multigrain?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, seeds.
Seeds.
Yeah, seeds. They got a whole bunch of seeds in it. Man, I mean, it's expensive, but hey, listen, So I'm glad. I remember my great grandfather told me, he said, don't have any vices, because if you have vices, then it'll take away from what you need to do, and you won't have money to do things that you want to do. So like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and no disrespect to anyone who does that. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't always the person that I am today, but I can see why my grandfather was saying it, because the money that might spend if I was a drinker, I use that on buying good food. You feel what I'm saying? If I did other things, it would take away from what I feel is important to me and Sheila, and what's important to us is our health. So we eat very clean, we drink lots of water, and we are, I can't even say the other water right now.
No, not right now.
Yeah. So
and taking vitamins,
oh yeah,
fish oils,
fish oil.
mineral,
I'm talking
which is
about
good because the fish oils lubricate your joints,
your
your
joints,
muscles, and
you
all
see
that.
what
And
I'm
also
saying?
help with your
heart,
cardiovascular,
all that, keep that,
and your skin,
yep,
your face, and all of that.
Yeah, because you can see how I look. You already see how Queen Sheila look, but you can just see together. You can see that, you know, we definitely take a lot of pride in, you know, investing in ourselves. And that's another thing that I see wrong in this country. It's like, man, the cost of living has gone up so high that everybody trying to, you know, do what they can to make ends meet. And as a result, man, it's kind of like it's putting that wear and tear on our bodies, and we're not able to get enough rest. We're not able to eat right. So we eat a lot of fast food. We starting to, you know, guys are getting a lot older. So the estrogen is starting to, you know, take place of the testosterone. So you start getting belly. Then a lot of guys start getting cancer, be it pancreas, what's the other cancer? Rectal cancer. Um, Women are getting more ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
It's just so many types of cancers, and I think that a lot of that has to do
foods.
with the food that we put into our body, and we are putting more emphasis into things that really have no value. So if you making a lot of money and you buying, you know, and then don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong. Look, I like premium. Lord Jesus help me. I love premium. You feel me? I love Rolls Royces. I love the Gulfstream, you know what I'm saying? G5, G6, G6. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm at a point in my life where I just like to rock Stafford boxing. Like, I love the brand. Like, the brand is so premium, and then the quality of the material, and it that we, you know, get to put our brand on is premium. Like, I believe Champion is a better quality product than Nike, if you ask me. And the only reason why we went with Champion because Stafford Boxing are making the champions. And Champion is very historical
because they made the first sports bra
out of jock straps.
And also, I think it was the irreversible shirt that they had.
And,
so in the military and the football players used to wear them.
Champion.
Well, the football players used to wear them on the sideline,
yep,
especially when it was cold. So between the military and the football player, and I think then they basketball, and that's how they actually evolved.
Baby, didn't Champion introduce the hoodies too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Champion started the hoodies. It was Champions, then everybody else, you know, follows suit. So Champion is the original. And so as you can see, all our stuff got Champion. Let's see. Yeah, Champion. And she got Champion. She got Champion on. I got Georgia State shorts on because I'm finna go hoop after I get off this podcast. So you feel me? Like,
let me tell y'all what to stay away from. Avoid sugars, highly processed snacks, fried foods, red and processed meats, and like I said before, limit your alcohol consumption and incorporate nutrition-dense snacks between your meals.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Last week, man, I ain't gonna lie, we went to McDonald's.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that McDonald's, now let me tell you,
it was something about that McDonald's,
we
bro.
do not eat fast foods.
At all.
We don't, because my body can't take it. I always end up getting sick afterwards.
But that McDonald's there,
but the
boy,
McDonald's that we went to actually tasted
man, it
like
tastes.
the
I'm
for
talking.
real
I'm talking
McDonald's
about.
from way back
I
in
don't
the
know
day.
what they did to that food, but now
I
we ain't
can't
gonna
say
eat it
that.
all the time. But
No, I
man,
can't.
hold up, bro, that
I
thing
can't.
was serious, bro.
I can't
Know what I'm
eat it.
talking about?
I can't eat it. I can't eat it.
Like, hey, look here, like my boy E said, get what I'm saying?
So you can also take this, get a pen and write it down. So for the macro foods, which is the foods that we process in large amounts, turkey, chicken, egg whites, protein powder, pecans, which are real good for you, butter oils, sweet potatoes, and apples, once again. And then the micros, which you get your vitamins, minerals, trace elements, and your antioxidants. All of them are found in the food sources that we actually eat. And also be careful because when you get your meats, and there's a lot of blood in that meat, that's where all that funky stuff is really located. I'm not saying that it's not in the meat itself, but it's in that blood. So you really want to be careful with that as well.
Well, if it's in the if the blood is in the meat, then it's in the meat.
Yeah, I know that, but
we
when
get
it has
our
like,
meat,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because where we get our meat, there's like hardly no blood in it at all.
Yeah, so we
'Cause
get
it's
our
soaking
meat
in the blood. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, so we get our meat from the halal place. We not Muslims, but we like how they, handle their meats. So before they slaughter the meat, the animal, they say a prayer. And then on top of that, they hang the animal upside down so all the blood can drip out. That way you won't have these, medical complications. And the meat tastes so much better.
It does. It's light.
It's actually delicious. I ain't gonna cap. And yeah, I mean,
even some of their juices, like the mango juice.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
different.
know where they get it from, but it's not. They don't get it from here.
Yeah, it's
There's
imported.
like no sugar in it, and what makes it
Well,
sweet?
it is sugar,
what
but
makes
it's not
it sweet
fructose.
is from the fruit.
Yeah, it's
Because
premium.
fruit's gonna have it's gonna have the sugar
Yeah,
in it.
it's
So
good.
it's,
The mango
it's
drinks,
naturally sweet.
the mango drinks.
What about that one that you drank that was in that bottle that you always like, and you said it makes you sleepy?
Oh, you talking about
Now that's good. The apple is my favorite.
it's a non-alcoholic beer, but it's made out of like pomegranates. Well, I like the pomegranate.
I like the apple.
The apple, they got mango.
And it has like that carbonated taste too. But it's not that strong though.
It's no alcohol because we get it at a halal place, and so it's a Muslim environment, and so they don't sell alcohol. Drinking alcohol is prohibited in the Islamic religion, so they definitely do not drink alcohol. But these alcohol beverages are halal.
Non-alcoholic.
These non-alcoholic things, but these non-alcoholic beverages are halal. And man, when I tell you they taste good, them things taste real good. But they don't even sell them no more.
Oh, they don't?
Man, I'm talking about, listen, they would have like the whole bottom row filled up with, the next day.
To make room for that.
Yeah, but the next day they gone.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a high demand product, but at the same time, I guess with inflation going up, the prices went up, so they're not able to, restock that particular product. But, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please pay attention to your nutritional intake. It's very important.
It is.
You
can't eat too much.
No, you can't eat too much.
That's a sin. Anyway, getting too full. What is it called?
Gluttony. Yeah.
Gluttony. You can't just eat just to be eating. And then I've also been seeing that a lot of kids that are young,
obese,
they're overweight.
And then they have
obese.
Sugar diabetes and all this other type of stuff.
Because one of the kids that we're familiar with actually has diabetes, so you might want to look out for that too.
Yeah.
It's all in the foods that are being eaten and all of whatever you may be drinking, because too much of that is not going to be good. And that's why a lot of times people are having a hard time going to sleep at night too, besides probably having a lot on their mind and maybe stressed out.
And one more thing, baby, before we get off, because we about to go. Hey, man, you boys need to pull y'all pants up, man.
I know. I saw.
Man,
We
y'all
just saw
look real
somebody.
lame, man.
We just
For
saw
the
somebody.
Lord, man.
We just saw
I
somebody
just told
working.
this young man, I said, hey, bro, look at here, man. Hey, bro, you need to pull your pants up, man, for real, man. He said, what'd he say, baby?
He said, I appreciate that.
He said, thank you. He said, thank you, sir. Because, man, like, man, yo, man, y'all, hey, bro, that look ridiculous, bro. How y'all be walking around with your pants? Pull them holes off if you want to pull them down like that, man.
Oh, please don't tell them that.
You feel what I'm saying? I mean, shoot,
if you do that.
I'm saying, like, if you walking out there with you know, like, with your pants cuffed under your booty cheeks, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
That's just
you
too
might
much.
as well.
That's
And then that you got the girls doing it. Like, I'm like, bro, like, we need to tighten up, man. This is not a good look, bro.
Hey, y'all look out for Terry Harper and Cecilia. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm going to see if somebody else is going to talk about this.
Hey, but look, man, next week, boy, we got a real good one, man. So, man, I hope y'all tune in to the Stafford Boxing Report, man, because it's going down, bro. We got, boy, look at here, man. I'm so excited about next week. But, hey, I'm grateful for today. Sheila, you done a great job. It seems like you're getting better at this here. I love the energy that we are producing. And we hope that you guys like our podcast show. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, want to say thank you so much to the Talking Fight family. We appreciate you guys. Eric, Graham, they're doing a remarkable job with the brand, and we're so excited to grow with this company.
Yes, and go on the Stafford Boxing Club YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the Stafford Boxing Report Facebook page. Go ahead and just join in.
And listen, man.
It's fun.
And listen, we trying to get up to 4,000 likes. And we trying to get a whole lot of views so we can get this check. And the check gonna go into the Stafford Boxing Club where we can do a lot for our kids. These kids really do appreciate the contributions to our sponsors.
And I put the link to go straight to the podcast.
And shout out.
Fight link.
And shout out to Truist Bank.
Click on there. Just click on there.
Shout out to Walmart. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
For real, we appreciate you. And we know, man, only special organizations get an opportunity to be crowned with this type of support. So we appreciate you guys. Sheila, got anything before we sign off?
Just watch what you eat. Just start making those small little changes. It's important.
But look at here, man. We appreciate you for tuning in. Stafford Boxing.
The making of champions.
No cappuccino.